The following is the entire transcript of a voicemail message received by Richard Pagan. The caller has been identified as Ian Roeder. It was received on 9/2/2002 at 4:45 a.m.
Will you pick up? Fine. You're busy. I get it. But I need you to pick up the phone. I think someone is watching me. Maybe not someone, but something. Ever since I collected the evidence, saw the photo, and found out its name, I've had a feeling something is watching me. Look, Rick, I might not be alive after this message, so come around mine, right? There's a folder on the desk, a laptop on the couch. Take the laptop and burn it. Do that, and everything will be peachy.
Ian, for a few days, had been kind of erratic, sort of mad. He was a conspiracy nut, believing in all sorts of crap. Like he would believe that the government was trying to create demon-like animals by mixing cow and pig DNA. God, he was wrong and everyone else around him thought so. He was the lonely type, just spending time on his computer and talking to his pals on these random conspiracy net sites. But on that day, he sounded truly scared, like someone was out to get him. What could he have possibly done wrong? The voicemail was enough to make me think that he was in serious trouble. Had he discovered something that could ruin the government's reputation? Highly unlikely, but I still had to find out. When I got to his house at around 11:30 a.m., the door was open, and it looked like he was expecting someone. Well, he was expecting me, so I guess that would solve that little problem. However, as I got inside, that's when it got a little strange. In other words, he wasn't there. He was gone from the face of the earth. Everything was there. I mean, a man running away scared for his life wouldn't just leave everything as it was. The only thing out of the ordinary was a phone on the floor. Ian was a tidy man. He kept everything in order. He didn't have OCD or anything, he was just tidy. I entered his study with the feeling someone was watching me. I got what he meant by being watched. Anyway, I'm just rambling on. I bet you just want to get to the good stuff. Well, keeping to the guy's wishes, I took the laptop. Thought I should take the folder too. Might be worth something. Could blackmail the government, you know, all that crap. Get $1 million or something. Well, what I saw in it blew my mind. Opened thousands of doors. Nah, messing with you, it sort of creeped me out, I guess. You see, when I got home and placed the laptop on my table and opened the folders, all sorts of things fell out. Case files, stuff from a website, and various photos of famous landmarks. I'll show you what was in the file. I'll go to the website source first. It's information on the deletion scream. The deletion scream, by definition, is usually the disembodied screams of a recent victim, which can be heard as a high-pitched noise over the speakers of a computer. Many say the source of these screams come from a photo the victim saw and deleted after a pop-up message comes up, usually saying, "This image, if not deleted, will cause blank on your computer." The said cause is different to each intended victim. The image usually shows a famous landmark with a fuzzy image of someone in the background. This fuzzy image is said to be the previous victim's soul imprinted on the image, and in doing so, the deleting of the photo kills the previous victim. For example, if one person gets the image and then deletes it, their soul is imprinted on said image. They will stay alive as long as the image is not deleted. However, when the image appears on someone else's computer screen and they delete it, the original person who received the image will die from the pop-up's cause for deleting the image. E.g., the pop-up says, "This image, if not deleted, will cause a virus on your computer." The person who received the image will die of a virus. As the second person deletes the image, their soul will be imprinted on the image and they would be at risk of being killed by the next receiver of the image, and so on and so forth. This process usually lasts until 5 or 6 victims have been chosen and killed, with the last receiver of the image surviving. Usual signs of a person being killed by the deletion scream are usually the last expressions being that of a forced scream. I found things weird about it. One was the name of the website. Gotta be some conspiracy nut site. You know, them types all about the secrecy, like the government supposedly. You know, I am a good supporter of the government. I bet you want to be shown those case files now, though. Well, here they are. All 5 of them. First one. Missing. Sarah Kadig. Date of birth 1/4/1982. Age at the time of reported missing 18. The date of report is 5/6/2000. She was last seen in her bedroom on her computer. Her roommate says that she was looking through some photos of London. This was at 10 p.m. The next day, no evidence of her existence could be found. All photos of her seem to have been burnt, and all attempts of pulling up any files on her have been proven so far fruitless. Must be a fake ID. Next one. Missing. Ron Smith. Date of birth 7/9/1956. Age at the time of reported missing 45. The date of report 9/6/2000. He was seen by his wife on the computer around the time of 7:30 p.m. She retired to bed. His son reports seeing him wander out of the house at around 9:30 p.m., seeming to be completely out of it, not himself. Reports of him having an affair were found. The next one. Murdered. Emily Parker. Date of birth 10/11/1970. Age at the time of murder 29. Date of report 12/6/2000. The autopsy report found her lying on her bed, seeming to have been poisoned. Facial expressions make her look like she was trying to scream. Blisters covered her arms and chest. It looks like she was fighting whoever was trying to poison her. It shows bruises that can be linked to fighting on her wrist and the edge of her fingers. Weird markings covered her forehead. Conclusion: she was poisoned by an unknown poison, maybe arsenic. The next one. Accidental death. John Tabin. Date of birth 7/3/1954. Age at the time of reported accident 59. Date of report is 7/6/2000. Autopsy and police findings found to have been eating Spam. Wife said he was allergic. Facial expressions show that he was trying to scream. Weird markings found on his forehead. Conclusion: he had an allergic reaction from eating the food substance, Spam. Next one. Accidental death. Frederick George. Date of birth 9/1/1980. Age at the time of reported accident 20. Date of report 8/6/2000. Autopsy and police findings found to show signs of extreme hypothermia. His body was found frozen, and the expression of his face shows that he was trying to scream. Weird markings found on his forehead, known to be eco-friendly and hated gas and electrical heaters. Conclusion: death from hypothermia. Following is a transcript of the incident.
Yeah, random or what? What are you nodding for? Wait, what are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god, no. No. Why do you have those wires? You said this was a police interview.
The following is a transcript of a voicemail message received by Richard Pagan. The caller has been identified as Ian Roeder. It was received on 9/2/2002 at 7:45 a.m.
Hey, I'll explain everything. You should get it by now. If not, then I'll explain. All 5 case files are showing victims of this so-called deletion scream. Believe me, I was skeptical at first, but when I saw the clues, I went and put 2 and 2 together. I know who the culprit is. Its name as well. But first, I will tell you what I know. Sarah was the first victim, right? Mysteriously disappeared, seemed like she was deleted. Well, that's what happened. She was the first one to receive the image, and she deleted it. Idiot! Her life hung in the balance. Ron got the image next, and most certainly had the pop-up saying, "This image, if not deleted, will cause your computer files to be wiped clean." Get it? Wiped clean? They found no evidence of her existence because, well, she was wiped clean from the face of the earth. When Emily got the image, Ron was a dead man. She obviously deleted the image, as I'm sure the reason being, you guessed it, a pop-up saying this image, if not deleted, will cause a hacker to hack your computer. Ron seemed to be completely out of it. Well, of course, his mind was hacked. He had no control over himself. Poor guy must have been forced to drown himself. Emily obviously died from a virus, not poisoning. And when it came to Frederick, deleting the image and ending poor John's life by making him eat spam. Get it? Spam? God, this thing has a sense of humor. Oh yeah, and who killed Frederick? Well, it was me. I received the image and deleted it, ending the chain of events. You see, the more you research it, the more likely it's going to come to you, and the image came to me. Mine said the computer would freeze, and then Frederick dies of hypothermia. God, I feel so guilty. Oh yeah, his name. I forgot about that. Well, its name is... Who's there? Oh my God. No. No. No!
Hear my vengeance.
Next is a case file. Murdered. Ian Roeder. Date of birth 10/12/1980. Age at the time of reported murder 22. Date of report is 9/2/2002. Autopsy report found to have been ripped apart by some kind of animal. His face is the only thing left intact. Shows he was trying to scream. Weird markings on his forehead. It was hoisted up by his nails. Bleeding from the ears shows he was subjected to a high-pitched noise. Sounds may be the cause of the damage to the body. Conclusion: death by a weak blast of infrasound. The body of Richard Pagan was found in the nearby river this afternoon, suspected murder by strangulation. His facial expression shows he was trying to scream. Weird markings on his forehead. Following is government transcript.
All loose threads tied up. The experiment can't be found out. Delete all websites that show information about the deletion screen.